The atmosphere at the Brussels concert arena was already electric, but no one in the massive crowd could have anticipated the breathtaking spectacle that was about to unfold on stage. As the lights dimmed to a soft, ethereal glow, the sudden shift in melody caught tens of thousands of fans completely off guard. Out of the shadows stepped Taehyung and Jungkook, moving with an unexpected grace that instantly hushed the roaring stadium. What happened next will undoubtedly go down in music history as one of the most phenomenal and unforgettable moments of their entire career. Instead of their usual sharp, high-energy hip-hop choreography, the two youngest members of BTS began to perform a flawless, synchronized ballet routine. The sheer unexpectedness of the act sent an immediate shockwave through the entire venue. As they glided across the stage in perfect harmony, the crowd finally processed what they were witnessing, and the entire arena absolutely erupted. The initial shock turned into a deafening roar of cheers and screams that seemed to shake the very foundations of the building. It was a beautiful chaos of sound, fueled by the pure excitement of a stadium filled with adoring fans. The sheer synergy between Taehyung and Jungkook was nothing short of mesmerizing as they executed difficult turns and leaps with apparent ease. Every single movement was perfectly timed to the swelling instrumental music, showcasing a level of discipline that left everyone breathless. Fans could not control their emotions, with many bursting into tears while others screamed at the top of their lungs in sheer disbelief. The historic Brussels arena became a sea of flashing lights and ecstatic voices, all reacting to the sheer brilliance of the duo. It was a profound display of artistic versatility that caught even the most veteran fans completely by surprise. The collective energy of the crowd reached a fever pitch, creating a thunderous rumble that could likely be heard miles away from the venue. Interestingly, the audience members were not the only ones completely losing their minds over this sudden, magical ballet performance. On the sidelines and main stages, the other members of BTS were watching the entire routine unfold, with wide eyes and open mouths. Even after years of working together, they looked genuinely shocked by the secret mastery their younger brothers were displaying. RM, Suga, J-Hope, and Jimin stood frozen for a moment, completely captivated by the elegance and precision of the unfolding dance. Their expressions quickly shifted, from utter bewilderment to immense pride and absolute astonishment. It was clear that Taehyung and Jungkook had managed to keep this breathtaking routine a closely guarded secret from their teammates until the big night. The older members began to cheer just as loudly as the fans, jumping up and down and clapping enthusiastically for the dancing duo. Seeing the global icons themselves look so thoroughly amazed added an extra layer of magic and authenticity to the entire experience. It proved that the bond within the group is built on continuous, mutual respect and an ongoing ability to surprise one another. This phenomenal act reminded everyone in attendance that Taehyung and Jungkook are far more than just standard pop idols with beautiful vocal tones. While the world already deeply appreciates their rich, soulful singing voices, this performance shed light on their deeper artistic capabilities. It demonstrated a profound commitment to the physical craft of dance that goes far beyond the mainstream commercial expectation. Their ability to effortlessly switch from powerhouse vocalists to graceful ballet dancers highlighted a rare, multifaceted talent. It proved that their understanding of rhythm, body control, and stage presence is practically limitless. The grace they exhibited on the Brussels stage was a testament to countless hours of silent, hard work and dedication behind the scenes. As the routine progressed, the choreography grew increasingly complex, requiring immense core strength and absolute trust between the two performers. They moved like mirror images of each other, floating across the stage with a lightness that contrasted beautifully with the heavy, booming cheers of the crowd. Every extension of their arms and every pointed toe was executed with flawless, professional precision. The fans in the front rows could see the intense focus and passion burning in the eyes of both Taehyung and Jungkook. This was not just a fun concert gimmick. It was a serious, highly sophisticated artistic statement that demanded immense respect. The crowd rewarded this dedication by cheering louder with every passing second, creating a beautiful feedback loop of energy between the artists and the audience. Social media platforms began to explode in real time, as fans who were live streaming or tweeting from the venue shared their absolute shock with the world. Within minutes, the Brussels concert became the #1 trending topic globally, with millions marveling at the leaked clips. The internet was collectively losing its mind over the sheer elegance of the unexpected ballet choreography. The lighting design of the stadium enhanced the dreamlike quality of the moment, casting long, dramatic shadows that followed their every movement. It felt less like a standard stadium pop concert and more like a high-end, prestigious theatrical production in a historic European opera house. The fusion of modern pop, stardom, and classical dance created a uniquely compelling aesthetic that captivated everyone. As the climax of the music approached, Taehyung and Jungkook executed a series of synchronized spins that left the audience in absolute awe. The stadium seemed to hold its collective breath for a split second before unleashing another massive wave of thunderous applause. The roar of the crowd was so intense that it felt physically palpable, vibrating through the seats and floors of the arena. The other BTS members could be seen hugging each other and laughing in pure joy, thoroughly entertained and moved by the spectacle. Their genuine reactions of amazement further validated the gravity of what Taehyung and Jungkook were achieving on that stage. It was a beautiful celebration of talent, friendship, and artistic evolution happening right before everyone's eyes. Both performers maintained their poise and characters until the very last note of the music echoed through the sound system. As they struck their final, elegant ballet pose, holding the position with absolute stillness, the arena practically exploded into the loudest ovation of the night. The sound was deafening, a roaring testament to a historic performance that would be talked about for generations. For several long moments, neither Taehyung nor Jungkook broke character, letting the gravity of their artistic achievements sink in. When they finally relaxed their posture and flashed their signature, warm smiles, the crowd went even wilder, if that was even humanly possible. The transformation from serious classical dancers back to beloved global pop stars was endearing to witness. The remaining members of the group rushed forward to embrace the duo, lifting them up and high-fiving them in a display of pure, unadulterated joy. The stage became a beautiful scene of celebration, camaraderie, and overwhelming pride as the group united under the roaring cheers of Brussels. It was an emotional peak for the tour, cementing the night as an instant legend. Music critics and industry insiders attending the concert were reportedly seen shaking their heads in sheer amazement at the display of raw talent. It is rare for artists at the absolute peak of global fame to continue pushing their boundaries so drastically and successfully. This performance shattered any lingering stereotypes about the limitations of pop, choreography, and mainstream stage production. The fans in Brussels knew they had just witnessed something incredibly rare and deeply special that might never be replicated in the exact same way. The energy inside the room remained at an all-time high for the rest of the evening, fueled by the lingering adrenaline of that ballet routine. It elevated the entire concert from a standard tour stop to a historic cultural event. Even after the concert concluded and the lights finally came up, fans remained in their seats, talking excitedly and trying to process what they had seen. The streets of Brussels outside the arena were filled with the sound of humming melodies and ecstatic chatter as thousands of people headed home in a state of euphoria. The impact of those few minutes on stage had left a permanent mark on everyone present. This unforgettable night proved once again that Taehyung and Jungkook possess a rare type of artistry that refuses to be confined to a single box or genre. Their willingness to take risks and explore classical dance forms speaks volumes about their growth as mature, worldly creators. They continue to redefine what it means to be a global performer in the modern era. The roaring success of the Brussels performance will undoubtedly inspire future stages and influence how idol choreography is viewed on a global scale. It showed that true talent knows no boundaries and that classical art can seamlessly merge with contemporary pop culture to create magic. The world will surely be waiting anxiously to see what boundaries this phenomenal duo will choose to break next?